I've been learning this morning, and it's my time to contribute. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the presenters before me. So this is on, I'm looking at Om. Om, the symbol of Om, not the sound, but the symbol. And my final presentation is, the culmination is Who Om I. The contents of this presentation have been derived from 5 Bindu Upanishads, from prior art, from the scriptures on the symbol of Om, from Gaudapada Karika, Advaith masters, what they have said. And I have a subject, I have a curiosity, and this is the presentation I would like to, it's a provocative picture. Where is Om in the body? And why should I look in the body? Well, everyone says outside it is all Maya, Mithya. The Upanishads say, Kabir says, you have to find it in your body. So I ask this question, where is the symbol of Om in the body? Not the sound. The relationship between sound and symbol. Are we overlooking something and we are concentrating too much on the sound of Om, but ignoring a tool? The hypothesis I give is it's a neural map. So here, as we see in this picture, it fits in properly in the skull. It may not be convincing as yet, but I move to this proposition where I say how the symbol of Om is actually a neural map, and it explains the neurology and also the spirituality, the theology. The contents are inquiry into the symbol of Om, neurotheology of symbol Om, and who am I. The method of inquiry is I've taken from my own understanding, my own thesis, from 5 Bindu Upanishads, from Mandukya Upanishad, from Gaudapada Karika, from the teachings of Advaith masters. And this is what I say is the picture where the Om fits into the skull. This is an observation. This is not my final offering. And my hypothesis is it is a neural map, the symbol of Om, not the sound of Om. And we have to see both the Naam and the Roop, and the sound and the form. This is the map which I'm saying is the neural map where the Om, every part of Om is activating a certain part of the brain. And this explains also the spirituality and the neurology. There are 4 stages of brain. There are 7 stages of consciousness. There is Vishwa, Tajasya, Pragya, and Turiya. Turiya is the 4th, which is the silence after the Om. Om is A-U-M, and then the silence. So how it affects which part of the brain when we see it in the visual context. Otherwise, Om, I can speak from the mouth, but there is nothing happening inside my body. And that's what I am contributing. So the Om within is made of breath, speech, mind, and beyond. And this first Om within is made of the breath, and the second one is made of Yoga, which says Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. I shall be explaining these in the presentation. And here is what happens to the brain. It sets the flywheels of mind in motion, the symbol of Om. This is my offering, that how the Om figures inside. And here I'll be presenting a small video of what happens when I visualize the shape of Om. This is a 4-minute video. It will fit into my presentation. So please take a look as how the symbol of Om configures within the body. And what happens? These are my QEG recordings. and I increase the alpha waves, I select I'm increasing the alpha waves. These are inducing the delta waves. These are sleep waves. I do this by visualizing. My eyes are open. I am giving the commentary. And here I increase my delta waves. I have gone to the sleep zone. This is done by activating the visual OM and taking the energies to those part of brains zones. This is the Shanti, Shanti, Shanti effect. The gamma waves are waves for intuition. They are the fastest. Visualize. Delta is the last one to go down because delta are sleep waves. That's our foundation. Alpha is focus. It's concentration. SMR is sensory motor rhythm. It is the capability, meaning ability to cognitive ability. Shant. So once the theta goes up, all the other waves get activated too. It is very difficult to talk at this time when theta and delta are up because delta is sleep. This is almost like the person is half asleep, but awake. Gradually activating all the waves. You can see how much difference has happened. This is the power of visual. So Now I move to what is the idea of all this. As Raman Maharshi says that all the spiritual activity comes to an end when the purified mind plunges into the heart, then the work is over. So all that we do from the Advaith perspective, we plunge the purified mind, not just the mind, but the purified mind. And as Raman Maharshi says, all the rituals and all the texts and understandings is to purify the mind. All the seeker is doing is to purify the mind. And then the plunge happens, and then the work is over. The work is over, meaning the spiritual work, discipline is over, and then another work will begin. That's a new beginning. So Raman Maharshi says that by repetition of mantra, the mind gets control. Then the mantra becomes one with the mind, also one with the prana, because the prana and the breath and the mind have the same nature. And once it becomes one, it is dhyana, it's the state of dhyana. And when the dhyana becomes deep and firm, like they say, like an oil being poured from vessel to vessel, it is the sahaj sthiti or the natural state. So this is the idea of the entire exercise. And as the Guru says, first find out who you are. And thereafter try to change the world or try to do anything. But first find out who's suffering, who you are. And so my offering is neurotheology of Om and the symbol on the right, how Om configures within the human brain. The neurotheology is, I'm saying neurology and theology. When I say Om, it is definitely Hindu mark. But of course, the other traditions also have it. Symbol, and they are also useful. And finally, when it comes to psychology, I have this other trademark registered, Who Om I. So Who Om I is a take on Who Am I, but with the understanding of Om. Now, with this, I come to what is the psychological highest point, exalted existence as per Advaith psychology. It is mantra drashta and jivan mukta. These two terms are used. There are other words also, phrases like rajarshi. But here we are talking of, in psychological terms, I find these two words, mantra drashta, as a seer of mantra. And if we are talking seeing the mantra, then the question is we have to see the Om as it is written. So far we are chanting Om, but are we missing something? So to see a mantra, and Jivan Mukta is when I say it is possible with Who Om I. When I understand the Om happening within me, where I can control my own emotions, my brain, my neurology, it should become a state of question and answer, both are there, Who Om I. So essentially, now, how does Advaith look at this? When we say plunge the purified mind into the heart, then I see Om, the Chandra Bindu, say same as in the Sahasrara, in the heart also, and then the connection between them. So this is the condition. And here the Advaita people say that there is an Atma Nadi, which is different from Sushumna. And the Atma Nadi connects the heart to the mind. So there is a difference between yogic philosophy and Advaita. And that is important to understand too, because we are, of course, they are all like butter is derived from milk, but butter is not milk. And my final offering is that if there was a word that contained all words, if there was a sound that contained all sound, and if that sound or word had a form, the name has a root, it has a shape. And if that symbol were contained within us at all times, in awake, in sleep, in deep sleep, then look no further, that form is the sacred symbol of Om. Now, when I say this, these are my offerings. I'm not saying these are the only solution. I mean, other people are free to find their question, find their answer. But this is my answer. Now here, my presentation, actually the content is over. If there is time, I have some 10 slides to show. I can take 5 minutes to show them. If not, my presentation is over. So Paturi ji, Nagaraj ji, do I have 5 minutes or the time is up?
Unfortunately, Amitabh ji, actually, we will certainly wait for the further slides tomorrow. If you are going to be there tomorrow also, we will certainly provide time because people are actually hungry and we are moving towards lunch. Already people are late to lunch and we have one more paper to be presented.
Yes.
So this is such an amazing, quite interesting paper. People definitely are eager to watch your remaining slides also. Let us have those slides tomorrow.